Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, and today I am reviewing we finally made it the season 2 finale. We finally made it, and the title's right there, Cousin Jilly. It's right there. I know, I'm sorry if I look kind of frazzled, but oh my goodness, because I took such a big break between the end of the first half of season 2 and the beginning of the second half of season 2, and after it was like 1 or 2 episodes, I went on another, not as long break, but another break. But now we finally reached the end of season 2. We're finally at the finale. There's no clip for the second half of Glorious Cafe, sadly. But me personally, again, I have to do my reviews and calculate and stuff, but for right now, Cousin Jilly is my favorite of the two. Glorious Cafe isn't bad, just this is my favorite. But yeah, we're finally here. And also I posted a mini review and a community post for Cousin Jilly, which is pretty cool. And yeah, I know yesterday was my birthday. Hooray, I'm 20 now. Hooray. So I'm no longer a teen. What do I want to say? Right. I'm gonna do like a video for like my birthday and stuff. Just yesterday, again, when I was celebrating my birthday, and 2, I had classes going on. That was like another thing. So that was something I was trying to work around, but classes come first, so I had to do that. And also work on a project. I'm working on a couple projects that's school related, so I had to work on another project. And also Wi-Fi, because I was working my project in like another building, like a school building. But in my dorm, Wi-Fi was a problem. Yeah. So yeah, I couldn't get any videos done, but when it was finally came back, it was too early in the morning for me. Even though I like to post videos kind of early, it was too early for me. I was like, nope, gotta go to bed. I gotta go to bed. So I'm sorry about that, but I know you guys are understanding, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, so we're finally here. Season 2 finale, season 2 episode 30, Cousin Jilly and Glorious Cafe. We finally made it. We're here. I'm sorry if it's getting annoying that I keep on saying it, but we're finally here. And again, I like these titles, even though they're really simple. I just love the tiny details of the paper being torn, and just that purple. It doesn't pop, but you just know it's there, and you could see this in between books, so it kind of feels like it's kind of like stacked, kind of like, I don't want to say compressed, but it's there for you to find, like it's kind of under a pile of rubble, and yet when you dig it, you find it. I don't want to say it's like a mystery, but it's not really a mystery, but yeah, well, I'll talk about it later. But yeah, so we finally made it, episode 30. So what I want to do, since things are kind of, moving out of place. Again, no video tomorrow. Again, I'm working on a project, and I have class. Friday, doing a presentation, and also I had to make sure my project's finalized and stuff like that. It's still like a work in progress, but it's getting closer and closer and closer and closer. So yeah, so it is fun. Just when you finish part of it, and like you know what you're doing, it feels like an accomplishment, even though you still have like like a little way to go. It feels like an accomplishment. So it's pretty good. So hopefully I do well in the presentation. I don't like freeze or burn or anything, or I miss something. That would just be awful. Oh my goodness. But enough about that. So yeah, that's Thursday, Friday. Okay, Saturdays and Sundays is when I usually post videos. So Saturday would be the what I want to see for season 3. Big City Green season 3. And I guess it works. So Saturday can be for what I want to see for season 3, and then Sunday can be the season 3 trailer reaction review. Will I also do the episode titles for episodes 1 through 10 of Big City Range season 3? Maybe, because I kind of like the idea of everything leading up to season 3 episode 1 was gonna be done this week, but I also had to make sure that other things are done in order to happen. So yeah, at least for now, the episode titles will be Monday. Yeah. Yeah, episode titles will be Monday, and then Wednesday going forward. Um, yeah, okay. So, Wednesday going forward will be. Oh, sorry, I was kind of thinking about something else. My mind drifted off. Will be Ultraviolet and Black Scorpion, I think. Yeah, I think I kind of want to start that up and, kind of can continue on with that before I head on to Big City Green season 3, and hopefully I can finally catch up with it because it's still airing, the second half of season 3. So, and that should be done by end of November, beginning of December when they're done airing, the rest of season 3. So, hopefully I'm not still in season 3 by the time season 4 comes, because that would just be really weird. I want to get closer. I don't want to be further away. So, and again, no word for the Ghost of Molly McGee. No word for Secrets of Silver Springs. I'm not sure when I'm going to get back to the Owl House, but that should be coming relatively soon. Again, I'm not sure. But yeah, without further ado, let's get started. And here we have it. It's the title. We're finally here. I know, I guess I didn't talk too much because the thing didn't show up. If you've been on my channel for a while, you know the thing. And I just had to, this is like the first clip because this is so funny, and Bill's reaction, oh my goodness. Sorry, I don't want to play too much. But he's just like, human wrecking ball, and Bill is just on the bed, and he's just like, why? And correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. This is the only time we saw Bill in this half of the episode. He has a bigger presence in the second half with Gloria's Cafe, but with with this half, that was his only, but that's the only thing he said. So but it's fine because he doesn't have a big role in this episode, so it's fine. Oh wait, no, wait, hold on. Bill does have a few more lines. I'm sorry, I thought it was part of Gloria's Cafe. It was here. My bad. My bad. But Bill is just like, why is this happening? I noticed animation error. I don't like it. She got her ears pierced. It's not there. Where to go? Even if she decided to take her earrings off, that's totally fine. Show the line. Show the hole. Like something that indicates that she got her ears pierced, because that was I don't say it's like a huge part of her character, but it's something that happened to her. Let it be relevant. Come on. And it's blank. I think it'll come down to the count. I might just let it pass, but for right now, I'm kind of annoyed a little bit. Hey, look, she has a ribbon for number 1. I wonder if that was from that. Remember when Tilly went to the community center and she met Community Sue for the first time? Was that a trophy or ribbon? It might have been a trophy. That might be something different. But she won first place for ribbon. Pretty cool. And Tilly's a great job, brother. And hey, take a look at this. And it says Green Family Farms. We see Nancy in a cowgirl hat, and we see, oh my goodness, Cricket on a pumpkin. We see Phoenix, And Cricket's like, oh, hey, Tilly's when we were younger on the farm. You know, we had a lot of adventures. And we had some corn, some trees, and Bill with the truck, with the clutch. And hey, look, stay cool, cuz, Jilly. And when I was first watching this video, I was like, okay. So they have a cousin in Jilly. Oh, that's pretty cool. We get maybe to meet another family member, see like a flashback of what happened to her and stuff. I was like, okay, she looks a lot like younger Tilly. But then my mind immediately went to Miraculous Ladybug. Again, spoilers from Miraculous Ladybug. Again, people have been talking about like what was it called, the season 5 show Bible. I'm not here to talk about that. The only thing I am talking about is if you know about Felix. Again, why is it so difficult? See, I over exaggerate and then I'm getting myself worried. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's nothing from the show Bible, but it was when Felix made his first appearance in season 3. So I guess I can say season 3 spoiler. I guess it'll make me feel better, not just overreact. Whew. Okay. So season 3, when Felix made his first appearance, I'm pretty sure it was season 3, not season 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was season 3. And basically, Felix, again, spoilers, he looks exactly like Adrian, except his mannerisms is different. He has his hair swabbed differently, basically. So it's kind of like, okay, is that going to be, since they're both shows by Disney, is it the same thing that, oh, cousins look identical? Again, there's like a theory going around with Felix and Adrian. I'm not going to get into that. This isn't a Miraculous Ladybug channel or whatever. I watch the show, but that's not what this channel is about. So again, there's a theory going around if you believe it or not. I kind of believe it, but I'm not sure. I still have doubts. But, so one wondering, oh, is this like the same thing that Jilly's just looks identical to Tilly? I was like, okay, well, we'll see. And then, and hey, Crick say, oh, cousin Jilly, we were thick as thieves back in the day. I wonder what happened to her. And Jilly's like, Cricket, I gotta talk to Saxon. And Crick said, okay, I'll be basking in memories. And, Tilly said, okay, blah, words. Tilly said, Saxon, I have something to tell you. And, oh, okay, basically spoilers, Jilly's Tilly. So, okay. And then, you know, so, oh, when we were back in the country, and you see Tilly petting a chicken. Tilly's talking to Saxon, saying like, oh, I was happy as a clam, but I suspected Cricket was getting bored. And Cricket said, I'm bored. And Tilly's like, maybe if I can make Cricket a friend. And she got some pair of sunglasses, and oh my goodness, we see baby Melissa. Remember the goat? Oh, that's pretty cute. So we've seen baby Phoenix, because it's spoilers for season 1. We learned that how Cricket got Phoenix, and that was through Nancy. Basically, there was a barn fire, and there was a puppy who miraculously survived, and we thought it was a black puppy, but they poured water over it and like washed her, and it turns out it was red. So it was like she survived the ashes, so we'll call her Phoenix. And so it's Cricket until it's like first dog. Pretty cool. So we saw baby Phoenix, now we've seen baby Melissa. Are we gonna see the other animals in baby form? I mean, I don't see why not. That'd be pretty cool. And we just see Cricket just in the dirt. And then he's like, oh, hey, cuz, my name's Jilly. And look at Cricket, he's just amazed by her. And, you know, how Tilly's talking to Saxon, like, oh, Cricket thought Jilly was just a new name of cool. And how you see Cricket's kind of matching her mannerisms. And, oh, is that the birth of Saxon? That can't be a coincidence. That looks too much like him with, like, that this looks like the ears, and this is where you can like sew in and put the stuffing. Oh my goodness. Till like Jilly, it made like a joke, and then Cricket said, "Did you just come up with that?" And she did like the cool S thing, and then Cricket's like, "Whoa." Wait, hold on. Okay, and I just want to play this right here because this is just very sweet. Okay. But let me just go back to that scene. But just look at Tilly right here, because she loves her brother. I love it. And look, I even made a community post with this where you see the wind blowing, and you see the Green Family Farms, and you see the Jilly is that, we're basically thinking that I have an older sister and an older cousin, and both are like awesome. And you see just how Cricket's kind of laying against her, kind of like you do that to like a cousin or like a sibling. So I just thought that was really sweet. How like they're both there for each other. I love it. And then Tilly's like, how did Cricket not know it was me? And Tilly has to come clean. I love Tilly's honesty. She's like, hey, Cricket, I gotta talk to you. We have Cricket wearing glasses. That's pretty funny. Hopefully this comes back. And I wonder if they're actually reading glasses. I mean, I actually wouldn't mind if it would come back. But Cricket's like, oh, hey, Tilly, there you are. When I was vasting memories, I thought it would be so cool if Jilly could visit us. Because she's never been to the city before. So, she's never been to the city before. I can show her around, because I was the fish out of water, and now she would be the fish out of water. So now it's Cricket's turn to show Jilly around. I was like, oh, that'd be so cool if Jilly was real. And I actually love this, where Cricket's actually asking for Tilly's advice. Like, should I say dearest cousin or cousin dearest? And then Tilly's like, oh my goodness. And he's like, Saxon, I couldn't tell him. So maybe I should just bring Jilly back. And I know, it's bringing back a lie. But it's for my brother. Hopefully I still got it in me. I like the magical girl transformation thing. And I was like, oh, Jilly. Here's the thing. I think it's kind of unnecessary, especially when it's like saying, oh, it's the same. You don't have to point it out. We know it's the same. We know Jilly's Tilly. We know it's not like a two personalities type of thing. We know. So I just felt this was kind of unnecessary. Unless, you know something? I think this would have been better if we were kind of with Cricket thinking, oh, Tilly and Jilly are two different people. But maybe some of us would be suspicious, I think it's like the same person. And then Tilly does like the magical girl transformation into Jilly, and we got the payoff where it says, oh, it's the same. Like, haha, we gotcha. But we already know. So I felt that was kind of a missed opportunity. So, yeah. And, well, here's the thing I do love. The T and Tilly moves into a J. I love that transition. And oh my goodness. Oh, Jilly, you're so cool. And she's like, yeah, I still got it. We got this B plot. And again, of how I mentioned a couple times throughout, I would say, like the second half of season 1 and throughout most of season 2 that has both Alice and Nancy. They basically their growth with each other is Alice accepting Nancy into the family. Because even before we met Nancy, I was like, okay, Alice feels very disdain for Nancy when she said, oh yeah, she wrestled a Wolverine or whatever. I'm not sure when it happened. And when she arrived, she had kind of like a type of face. And now she said, I don't want this woman in my house. I don't want her near her kids and my grandkids. But now this is like her arc kind of, I wonder if it's coming to a close in this episode maybe, and they're starting a new arc in season 3. It might happen, it might not. I'm not sure if this is going to continue, but because they kind of had episodes with the Green Valentine's dance and this episode, along with, I'm trying to think what else. Oh, they're also bonding in Pool's Gold, and what was it? The Swamp Witch episode. Excuse me. So basically spoilers for that episode. That was early season 2, where I said like, oh, you guys want to be part of the community, so that means I can't think of myself anymore. I had to think about you guys, and maybe even Nancy. And Nancy said, hey, I can take what I can get. Because I know you're so mad at me. I'll take what I can get. So basically, we kind of getting this again, where Nancy, and also with Nancy's arc, where it's like a combination Nancy becoming a more responsible parent and becoming more responsible in general, basically. Especially with what was it, the shark object episode where Cricket, was like dressing up as a shark with a shark fin, and Nancy realized that putting my son's life in danger isn't worth for a prank or anyone's life. So Nancy had to put her foot down, which I really loved. That Nancy's becoming a more responsible parent, a more responsible mom, a more responsible person. I love that. Thank you. Another bonding between Nancy and Alice was that Christmas episode where they were finally so desperately to find a Christmas present for Bill, and Nancy just wanted to find one for him because of how Bill just does so much for her and for the kids and for the family. Nancy wanted to do something. I love that. So basically we got Nancy here, and she's like, oh, Alice, and she takes her boots off. I'm not sure if we've ever seen her barefoot. Oh no, we've seen like in the beach. And I'm gonna go get a soda. You guys want anything? And Bill's like, oh, thanks, Nancy, but I'm good. And I was like, oh, look at that woman. She's throwing her boots everywhere and like acting like she owns the place. And Bill's like, hey, Ma, she's fine. This is weird. This is a little rude. And it's like, what, you guys gotta have only 2 splishes? Because I'm drinking it right now. You guys should get more. But here's the thing. It's not opened. But then she puts it to her mouth and we hear it open. Oh, I guess maybe she opened it with her teeth. But where was the tap thing? Yeah, it didn't. Unless there are sodas where you can just bite through the metal on the top. Unless it's not metal. Is it aluminum? Again, detail. I just want. Come on. And then Alice is like, ugh. But hold on, I kind of want to get that knitting thing again. Okay, here we go. I was like, did I miss it? And it says, get wrecked. So we have Alice sewing again. Pretty cool. And Crick's like, oh, hey, Tilly, I'm going to go get the door. And here we have Cousin Jilly. And oh, sup. And then, Crick's like, Cousin Jilly, oh my goodness, you're here. Crick is basically meeting his hero. Again. Reconnecting with her. Oh, Cousin Jilly, we were just talking about you. I love how Cousin Jilly's like, I know. Like, Oh, yeah, Cousin Instinct. You want to play our old country games? No. Did not mean to play that. Slippery fingers. Oh, my goodness. We want to play our country games. And then Cricket's like, yes. Okay, all aboard the cool chain. I'm sorry, the cool chain. The cool train, choo-choo. Hey, Tilly, Jilly's here. Come hang out with us. Like, oh, hey, Tilly, hang out with us. And we get the Seinfeld reference. I love it. And it's like, oh, Claymo. And we have Barry. Oh, Claymo, don't you know how to knock? And Alice like, typical Claymo. I'm with Alice. I love Seinfeld. And it's, oh, hey, Alice. And then she's like, why did I put my boots back on? Here's a bigger question for you, Nancy. I'm not mad. It's like, why did you put socks? I guess your feet must be cold. But the boot, like, oh, wait, I'm sorry. But before that, it's like, oh, Forge is here, which is George. He even has a haircut. Forge. But the boot, hit the TV. Oh my goodness. Alice just takes the chips and stomps on them. It's like, woman, you need to start picking up after yourself. Like, you can't act like you own the place. You're a guest in my house. Like, you can't say you're not family. Like, you're basically a guest who's welcome here. And even Nancy's like, hey, like, I know we are not on 100% terms yet, but I'm not just a guest. Even Nancy's like getting a little offended. And then Alice makes a couple of good points. Like, you don't do any chores around here. And you just lounge around all day. So yeah, you're a guest. Nancy catches the boo. And Nancy, oh my goodness. She's like, oh, since I'm the guest, you must be the host. And the host takes care of her guests. And this guest wants some tea. And I was like, what? Oh man, I got wrecked. And you quick say, oh hey, Jilly, want me to help you take down your hay bale ninjas? And so, oh, I don't need violence. I convinced them to drop out of school to join a rock and roll band. And Cricket's like, oh yeah, of course you did. So cool. Hey, I wonder where Tilly is. Jilly has to go into the hay and come out as Tilly. Oh, hey, Tilly, there you are. Oh, hey, where did Jilly go? Oh, I passed her in the kitchen. She wanted to go get a snack. Like, you were playing dank games? Yes, please, you had to come with us. And, Tilly's like, okay. Because she wants to keep, Cricket happy. Nope. You need to be more careful with this thing. But basically, like, she keeps on switching it back from Cricket and Tilly. And I love how Cricket's like, push me, Jilly. Push me, Tilly. And I'm just basically going to leave it right there. I love how Cricket's just having a good time. We see both Jilly and Tilly sweating. And, and basically the game's so tired. We get back to Alice and Nancy, and she's like, oh, here's your tea. She's getting frustrated. Her nails are a mess. She's painting them, like, purple. But then second layer, like, it's just gone. So, what was even the point of that? Whatever. She's like, oh, self-care. Like, yeah, self-care. Okay, sure. Like, it's a mess. I mean, would you call that self-care? I'm not sure. And she's like, oh, thank you. Oh, she's even wearing one of those spa masks with the cucumber slices. She's wearing a robe. It's pretty funny. And she's wearing slippers. And he's like, oh, this tea's cold. Since I'm not a guest, I'm not allowed to use a microwave. Can you please heat it up for me? And Alice's head got so hot. She just put the mug on her head and it's oh, thank you. This is perfect. Pretty funny. We get back to Cricket and Jilly, and Tilly's like, I don't know how long I can keep this up. And Cricket's like, oh, hey, Tilly. And Tilly says, oh, Cricket, I'm taking a nap. Oh, okay. I'll just hang out with Jilly. Have a nice nap. And Tilly as Jilly sneaks through Cricket's secret entrance, goes through the front door to meet up with Cricket. Is it have a nice nap? Have a nice nap, Tilly. Oh, hey, Jilly, I was just talking to Tilly. And she's like, oh, coolio, all aboard Cool Train, choo-choo-choo. And she's out of breath. And then Cricket's like, I know something. Even though we all agreed to play together, I never seen you two play actually together. Like, I know you both play with me, but what's going on? Because Cricket's getting concerned. Because even though he's reckless and he's mischievous, he likes getting into trouble, he cares about his family. No doubt about it. He cares about the farm. He cares about keeping his job and helping with his friends and with his family. There's no lie in that. He loves his family. So that's why he's kind of concerned. Like, why are you two kind of avoiding each other? And you guys don't play. And just no, yes we do. He's like, no, I can't believe this. This wasn't. It was right in my face. And she's getting kind of worried. Oh, he's gonna hate me. And Cricket said, you guys don't play together because you don't get along. And Jill's like, yeah, I don't like Tilly. I'm sorry. I love you, but I hate her. Oh my goodness. And I love how Cricket's like, I won't stand for this. You both are my family. I'm not going to take sides. You two need to work out your difference or come to middle ground or something. And then, I was like, oh, you guys need to talk this out. And Jill's like, okay. Jill can't say no, but what excuse is she going to say? Jill just goes to, and she put like a pillow to make it look like Tilly's sleeping. And Jill's like, hey, Tilly? Oh, but even Cricket said, hey, Tilly, wake up. Jilly, I know I'm sorry I'm bothering your nap, but Jilly's here to make up with you. You guys need to talk this out, okay? Neither of you are leaving this room. And Jill's like, oh, hey, wake up. And she like smacked the pillow, kind of waking her up. I hear you don't like me. And she goes out as Tilly, no, I don't. And Cricket's like, I knew it. That was even his voice, like, I knew it. And basically they're kind of like, oh, you chew with your mouth open. Okay. And basically they kind of knock out the light. And the Cricket's like, drama. I don't like this. I feel like maybe Cricket should have realized this, because I just think because basically we have Tilly and we have a mirror that looks like Tilly with what would you say, with the sunglasses. If it was maybe like a hologram, I can see Cricket kind of falling for this, but this is a mirror. You can obviously see the mirror. I, oh, okay, maybe because it was dark actually. Even though you had a flashlight, yeah, it was pretty dark in there. So I'm giving Cricket the benefit of the doubt because I'm like, I know Cricket's oblivious and his childhood nature, and there's some references that just say Cricket has what was it, ADHD, so that could be part of it. That's just what some people are saying, and I don't know if that's true or not. Excuse me. So I think that could be part of it, but again, I'm not sure. But basically, we're two completely different people. I'm glad they only said that line, like, oh, we're completely different people. We're not the same at all. They only did that 3 times. Okay, that's enough, because I don't want to hear that over and over and over and over and over again. Yes, we get it. And it's like, oh, I guess we have to go our separate ways because we're never going to get along. And Cricket's, no, because Cricket's heart getting broken. And he stops the fight. No, you guys are both incredible people. You're both unique in your own ways. Like, guys, stop fighting. And it's like, can't you guys find some solid ground? And they're both saying, no, Cricket, we can't because Cricket kind of interrupts, like, I'm ending this right now. And we have basically Cricket kind of bumping into the mirror. The sunglasses fall, and basically Cricket's kind of mind is going kind of like, what's going on? Like, what happened? Like, and what's happening? And Tilly comes clean. Tilly's like, the reality is, Cricket, Jilly ain't real. Look, and she puts sunglasses on, and Cricket's like, Jilly, and no, and I'm kind of glad that she did this. She's like, no, Cricket, look closely, and like and Cricket's mind just goes, like, she's like, I'm kind of glad they kind of went to Cricket's psyche a little bit, kind of going into how Cricket was exactly feeling when his world viewing was kind of being shattered of a family member he really cherished. Basically, he learned that never really existed, and he was lied to his entire life because no one sat him down and talked to him about this. So he was kind of like, no, Jilly is, and we see him sweating, we see him on the ground, like, oh my goodness. I might be overreacting, but basically we see a T's and J's flying all over the room. Pretty funny. And she's like, Jilly, and she's like, no, Tilly, you lied to me this entire time. And Tilly has a point, like, I really thought you would have figured it out by now. And I kind of like this, how Tilly and Craig kind of respect each other's boundaries, where, hey, Tilly, like, yeah, I need like a minute to process just the fact that Jilly was never real. And he kind of takes a minute to himself, and Tilly's like, oh, okay, because Tilly respects his brother and he figured things out. And then Cricket just starts crying. He just runs off. Tilly's like, what have I done? Oh my heart's broken. Oh, we get back to Alice and Nancy, and Alice baked cookies. I guess Nancy asked for cookies, and she has a jeweler, and he's like, oh, your cookies are done. Oh, can you feed in my mouth? This jeweler is weighing me down. And she just smacked the cookies on the ground. Make your own dang cookies, woman. You know how to use the oven. You know how to use it. And it's like, oh, isn't that forbidden since I'm a guest? And Alice comes to the conclusion, okay, I was a little rough on you for good reasons, but you're right. You're not just a guest. You are the mother of my grandchildren. You are family. And she even reluctantly says, like, you're a member of this family. I think this might be official. Yeah, I think this might be the closing of this arc of Alice accepting Nancy into the family. This is the closing arc, and they might start a new arc in season 3. I love it. Yes. We finally get the conclusion. And I like how Alice is like, we're still not 100% yet, but you are a member of this family. But please, when you come over, clean up. Like, don't throw your boots everywhere. Like, pick up a dish. Like, please. Like, help out. Since you're family. And Nancy's like, okay, you're right. I was acting like a loose cannon a bit. I'll do a better job of respecting you and your home. And Alice is like, okay, thank you. I love that. Yeah, especially after a heartbreaking scene of Cricket crying and just Tilly's like, "Oh no!" I'm glad we got the conclusion to that arc between Nancy and Alice of Alice finally accepting Nancy to the family. It happened. I mean, I've been waiting for that. So when I actually saw that on air or was on Disney Plus, I'm not sure. I was really happy. And we basically have Cricket doing the cool S that Jilly, quote unquote Jilly, showed him. Tilly goes to check on his little brother. He stopped crying, but he's really sad. Hey, Cricket. Hey, Cricket's like, oh, what do you want? You want to make him another character like Willie or Millie? And she's like, no. I just wanted to talk to you. I didn't mean to make you cry. Like, I didn't mean to make you upset. I only made up Jilly to, kind of impress you to make sure you have a good time. Just in case you got bored of me, like, you had someone else. She didn't really say this, but I think it's also part of the reason of when Nancy went to jail because we don't know how long Nancy was away in jail or what age that Nancy left. Were they babies? I'm not sure. Again, I don't know. I'm not sure we're ever gonna get that confirmation, but I think they were pretty young. So I think around that age. So I think there's part of the reason, like, since mom's gone and at the time they were still at the farm, like, we're not around grandma and it's just Papa's around the farm a lot. Like, yeah, if I'm not enough, I want her to be someone else. So I, I think that was kind of part of that. And I really did it for your sake. And then Cricket kind of doesn't believe her because it Tilly made up Jelly. Why wouldn't Tilly just make up this? So Cricket's just be a bit skeptical, which is totally in his own right. And actually, oh, but there was also something else where Tilly was talking to Saxon, where Saxon says to Tilly that, like, oh, you're not only doing this for yourself, you're doing it for another reason. I don't know what it is, but you're doing it for another reason. So I thought it was kind of cool for foreshadowing. My mind, it kind of blanked out a bit, so it kind of came back. So sorry about that. But even Tilly said, "What do you mean I'm not only doing this for Cricket's sake? What do you mean?" And she's like, "You're right. It is a lie. I didn't just bring Jilly back for you. All those adventures, those country games, I miss them too. I miss living in the country. Big city is great. Like, I got to meet Andromeda and all of our friends. I won my first trophy. We live with grandma. Our mom is back. Like, and, like, even Gloria's living with us, kind of becoming like a member of the family. And, like, kind of have my first job, like kind of volunteering at the animal shelter. Like, everything's been going great, but all those country games that just when we were really little, I just missed them. And it's part of that country aesthetic that it's the foundation, so Tilly's kind of missing it. And Cricket's like, hey, I'm not mad. I was just really disappointed and I was just really sad. But hey, maybe as like a final farewell to Jilly, I remember that letter that I was gonna write to her and see if she would write back. I actually completed writing it. Could I talk to her and read it to her? Tells it, okay. She puts on the sunglasses, like, let's get it down, bruh. I love it. And hey, oh, cousin Jilly, hello. And I'm glad I went back to a kind of upbeat tone. And basically, when Cricket's reading the letter, we get this bunch of flashbacks of Jilly just showing how cool she is, and Cricket just enjoying her cousin. They're playing a game with Phoenix. They put sunglasses on a frog. They were, like, I think, watching the sunset at one point. Even Jilly was even tucking in Cricket and giving a little kiss on the head. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. Where he's like, oh, cousin Jilly, like, hello, like, how you been? How's the country? Like, I been living in big city, like, I've been making mistakes, but I've been growing along the way, and it's kind of forming into the mature man that I am today. So that's pretty funny. And, like, write back to me, tell me that you're okay, tell me, like, if I can visit you, or if you can visit me. Just write to grandma first, or she'll bite you. And the city's pretty stinky, but the view's pretty great, and every day is getting better. And so, if you can't visit, like right now, that's fine. But just write to me and tell me that you're okay. That you're good. Sincerely, your city slicker cousin, Cricket Green. And that's the end of the episode where Jilly takes off her sunglasses, gives Cricket a little kiss, where Cricket is like falling asleep in his hammock, and that's basically the end of the episode. Great episode. Sorry, let me rank the scores. Sorry. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. I give this episode a 85%. I thought this was a great episode. This was a B plus. I think in my mini review said I gave it an 80. I give it an 85. Kind of recalculating. This was a great episode. Again, ending of the arc between Nancy and Alice, of Alice finally accepting Nancy into the family, Alice becoming more responsible each day, kind of helping around the house as she promised, which is really good. We have a little bit more of Cricket and Tilly's kind of, with a flashback of Tilly making up Jilly, and now Cricket kind of accepting that Jilly is gone, but Jilly lives in Tilly, and Cricket kind of having a bigger part of Tilly in his life that he never realized before, and I absolutely love it. Of course, some funny moments also, but this was a great episode. Great first half to a season finale. I'm not sure what I gave the first half to this season 1 finale. I forgot, it was a long time ago, but this was great. So yeah, everyone, don't forget to. Oh, also, sorry, in case I don't say it in the second half, but I have reached 94 subscribers. Thank you so much for my 94th subscriber, and again, hopefully reach 95. Just one more before November starts. What will happen? It's getting pretty close, so who knows? But thank you so much for my new subscribers, my original subscribers, my current subscribers, my current viewers, my new viewers, my viewers that go on and off. Check out my community tabs and stuff like that. I posted a community post today. So yeah, everyone, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, give me a big thumbs up, leave a comment down below, don't forget to share the video, and I'll see you guys later today. Later today for the second half of this episode. No clip for it. Glorious Cafe, the second half to the season 2 finale, season 2, episode 30. And I'll see you guys later today for that. Okay. Bye.